You can have a big three, right? You still need 4 or 5 ancillary.
I'm sorry, because Rich Paul just said they didn't have a big three. Now, JJ, a year ago, said it was a big three, and LeBron James, the head of this big three, or big two, however you want to look at it, didn't say, hey, man, that wasn't a big three, bro. That was a big two in support. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. And today, we have LeBron again. Not LeBron, but LeBron by proxy. We've got Rich Paul, his lap dog, the Labrador retriever of his crew. He goes out there when he wants to have any kind of propaganda spread about his legacy, to try and rewrite history, which they are trying desperately to build his GOAT case, so to speak. It's crazy how they constantly, every couple months, move the goalposts, try to change the narrative by small bits and pieces. It doesn't work, I would say, for the most part, but obviously the sycophants, they just buy it hook, line, and sinker. But we're gonna watch this man diminish Chris Bosh. And Chris Bosh, you deserve this. I'm not letting you off the hook, buddy. I am not. Because you yourself cheated your own greatness to try and win an easy chip with LeBron and Wade. And you got him. But now you're looked at as less of the player than you actually were, because you are a perennial all-star and Hall of Fame player that people are looking at you as just a third wheel. Not even in this case, but let's watch it and you can sit here shaking your head like me.
You know, the big three thing has never really worked, and you say, well, what happened in Miami? That wasn't really a big three. There was 3 guys that went in the lottery and they did really well.
My man Pat didn't even believe it. He said,
individually on their team, so they put up big numbers and had big accomplishments. But when you think about it, Bosh was the ultimate professional. He took a back seat and he played a role in which, because he had such a high IQ and he was such a professional as an individual, his approach to everything is what made that work. When you look in Boston, okay, you can say Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce was a big three. Again,
Rondo.
Thinking about names, but the way that offense was ran, Rondo's capability during that time, it was a lot different. When you seen people go,
he's sneakily trying to say, hey. The Heat had a big 2.5, kind of. But Boston, they had a big 4. They had Rondo too. Which obviously Rondo, great point guard, floor general. He is like the last of a dying breed. He's one of those guys. But he wasn't no damn Chris Bosh, bro. Chris Bosh was coming off of a career year, 24 points and 11 boards, brother.
For that, it never really worked. And I've had this conversation with several different, owners of teams, and having this debate, whether you go big three, whether you not go big three. I like a big 2 in depth is what I like. That seems to be a winning pedigree.
Need people to buy in. We talk about that Olympic team.
You should have pushed back, Pat. You act like a tough guy and crash and, yeah, we're with the bros, we can speak it how it is. You ain't pushed back against LeBron and you ain't pushed back against his little lapdog. I question your integrity at this point. Are you just another agent? You just sat there and didn't push back and say, hey, I think that was a big 3. It's not a big 2 and support, or whatever the fuck this dude said. That was a big 3. When your third option by himself can average 24 points and 11 boards and be on the all-star team on a crappy Raptors squad, that's a big 3, my man. That is. But This is how you know they're trying to rewrite history. This is LeBron out of his own mouth on his little show that he used to have with his other lab dog, the little Labrador Retriever, JJ Redick.
I want to, before we talk more spacing, I want to touch on one last thing with the Heat. And that is, I feel like in the NBA, the phrase super team or the term super team is a little bit of a misnomer. Because
LeBron probably don't even know what that word means.
Because you can have a big three, right? You still need 4 or 5 ancillary.
I'm sorry, because Rich Paul just said they didn't have a big three. Now, JJ, a year ago, said it was a big three, and LeBron James, the head of this big three, or big two, however you want to look at it, didn't say, hey, man, that wasn't a big three, bro. That was a big two in support. See how we're moving the goalposts little by little?
Role players
Absolutely.
who star in their role and then complement the stars.
No question about it.
And it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless you have those guys. And you've lived it multiple times.
I've lived it. I mean, obviously my first year in Miami, yeah, we had a big three.
What? No. LeBron, you forgot your lines. It's a big two. Rich Paul just said so. He knows better than you. The little short guy that's not on the NBA team, that didn't construct this team from behind the scenes. He knows better than you. It's not a big three, buddy. Come on. Track together. It's a big two with support.
Everyone said it's a super team this, super team that. But we had to build our team around all minimum guys, which was still okay, but we didn't fill out the complimentary guys enough. Yeah, we had Rio, we had Udonis, but we didn't have enough as far as enough complimentary guys to actually make it all work. And we still.
I didn't have the 6th man of the year, the coach of the year, the most improved player, 3 other MVP finalists. Like, my boy, what else do you need? There's 5 people on the court, right? 3 of which are elite at their position. You're gonna be better than the other guy you're looking at more often than not. And that's not enough. Not only that, there's 48 minutes in the game, and in the playoffs, you're probably looking around 40 minutes a game. That's not enough, bro. That's not enough. But you see how it went from, it was not a super team to now it's not a big three.
Still made it to the finals. We still made it to the finals, and we still.
Oh my God,
should have won the finals, but I still give credit. Listen, it is what it is. You win and you lose, and we lost. There's no. Dallas was fucking good, and they hit a stride at the right time. Dirk was unbelievable.
Yo, this guy's a joke.
But my second year.
Now we're gonna get to the first video that proves that this whole it's not even a super team thing is complete BS as well. Let's go to where it started. Oh yeah. This is it right here.
But we also know you 3 kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Hey.
Homeboy was there for 4 years and left once the boat started looking just a little rocky. So, this begs the question. How, when you know what your roster is, you think you're winning 7 championships, or 8 rather. You go from winning, I'm gonna win 8 championships with what? Just minimum guys? Just with a top 3? With a big two with support. That so you thought at this point, because that's the same roster, you know who these motherfuckers were. You telling me with a big two in support you was gonna win 7 championships, 8 championships? And then a couple years after you flame out, you go 2 for 4, you know, go 2-2 in the finals in your 4 years. You're feeling stupid, but you still want to make your case as the best ever. So you need to start crafting narratives. So what do? You start to diminish the minimum guys. All the guys that hit threes for you and took all the blame when you sucked ass on the court. And then now you've got, because you don't want to say it out of your mouth, you want to push someone else to say it. So what do? You have Rich Paul go out there and say, oh no, it's not even a big 3, bro. It's not even the big 3, even though LeBron said it was. It's a big 2 with support. I'm sorry, anybody would kill to have a 24-11 guy as their 3rd option. Give Nikola Jokic a guy that's averaging 24-11 with multiple All-Star game appearances under his belt without Nikola, and put that man on Nikola's team as the 3rd option. That means you got someone even better than what? Nikola might win 5, 6, 7. This dude is unbelievable, bro. But let me know what your thoughts on the comments below. Can you believe that he's even trying to pull this stunt? I'm not, but still hearing it, you just kind of like, the balls on this guy. He is so disconnected to where he thinks everyone else is that stupid. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the comments below. I'm out.